Shabbat Shalom, L'chaim, L'chaim. This week's Torah portion is Nitzavim. The famous line, "You're all standing here today." And it's got many different themes, many different fundamental points in Yiddishkeit are expressed in this week's Torah portion. Some of them are unity, you're all standing here today, those here and those in the future. The idea of the practicality of the Torah, that it says this Torah is not beyond you. It's something that you can rationally understand and something that you can do day to day. It also has the idea of redemption. Hashem says, I will take you out and redeem all of you, meaning that you'll be redeemed as well with us, which is a different idea in itself. And then there's the idea of the choice, freedom of choice, that it says you can choose between life and good and death and evil, that it's our decision at the end of the day what we choose to do. And there's so many different ways you could go. We also have Rosh Hashanah around the corner, the idea of coronation of the king and the idea of judgment. And that's actually what I want to focus on right now, this idea of judgment, that we have it in so many different nuances. You can judge a situation or you can judge a person. And sometimes you're judging a person in a certain situation that you have to judge as well. And this is something that Ayala and I actually were speaking about this morning, that you can have two precious things, and one is slightly more precious than another. And the reason we're speaking about this, just to give context, is I am typically a very trusting person. I don't think most people in the world are out to get me. And this is something that I've had to learn, that you can still trust people, but you have to judge the situation and know when is the risk too much. So for example, the analogy Ayala gave me, was you're holding your child and you're holding a whole bunch of bags, groceries. And someone comes up and says, can I hold your child to help you with the bags? And you look at the situation and you say, no, I'll hold my child, but I'd really appreciate your help with the bags, right? In this situation, I'm not willing to risk what could happen to my child as I am to the bags. They could take them and run away, it's no problem. But if they take my child, it's the end of the world. So in this situation, I'm judging. And I don't think this person's a bad person. I understand that on the one hand, they might be willing to help me. And on the other hand, there is a certain risk. And this in itself is one thing that we judge in life. And we have to have a balance in this situation. We can't be overly good, overly saying that everyone is trustworthy. And we can't be overly bad and saying no one is trustworthy. In the same way, we have to look at our lives in this situation, ourselves, understand that at the end of the day, Hashem is our judge, and Hashem will exact retribution for every decision we make. And I was learning this week about this idea, I just don't remember where, but the idea is that Hashem is the one keeping the cheshbon, and Hashem is the one that's either going to take retribution in this life or in the next. And there's a beautiful Yiddish wisdom that I posted on the newsletter this week that says, all cows are black in the night. Meaning that all of us, in the night, all of us look the same. We all have issues that we're going through. And we can all be judged over and over and over again from different things we've done throughout our life. But at the end of the day, it's how Hashem judges us. And if we're doing our best, that's all that matters. So, B'ezrat Hashem, we should all be matzliach, we should all be successful in understanding how to have this type of balance in this form of judgment. And throughout Rosh Hashanah, to learn more ways to perfect ourselves in these ways. Shabbat Shalom.